got CeeDee Lamb, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the 49ers and the Rams on Thursday night primetime.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunner.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading him out is their 5th-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's a second down and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The Niners at 8-1 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Rams taking the field and leading the way, the man from Cal, the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Niner defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're the top 10 in the league in sacks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Purdy off the play fake. That is caught by Lamb.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. A check down here for Henry.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
2nd and 5.
Running left, it's Henry. Shoves him aside. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
3rd down and 1. Out of the gun, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now Purdy.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You look at this Niner defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Now a 2nd and 6.
As they've got it as we resume action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Pat Surtain up to make the play. Now 2nd and 5.
Goff now to throw. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Goff on first down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Then it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
CeeDee Lamb
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes our score 17-0.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Goff now looks to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Goff. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Douglas. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Purdy from the gun.
And that's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here's Purdy.
Douglas with a grab over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Now Goff. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Meanwhile, Goff's that's taken in by Okonkwo.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
That's caught. Davis Allen. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Rams first down. 1st and 10.
Again, Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, Goff.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he will pick up the first down as he is out of bounds. And on that, we will reach the 2-minute warning.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Goff now on second down.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Back to throw. Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Purdy to throw it on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Purdy with it on third and long. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll have to contend with the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Washington Commanders. And one final game to highlight. It's Sunday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. Terrell Lewis drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A 1st down carry for Henry. There's the stiff arm. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Back to throw, Purdy. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
It's a gain of 6. And the 49er 1st down.
Purdy.
He finds Douglas complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Henry is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And the lead is now 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That's another Rams first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and 3.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Rams first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
Second and 7.
To throw is Goff.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple, and that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They begin with Henry.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. End of the half situations that you worry about the clock, it's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So no gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Rams' 43-yard line.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
His throw incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Henry. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. The Goff's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Goff now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rams 1st
On first down, it's Goff.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Rams first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
4 yards on
Second down and 6 now.
second and 6.
And they'll give him and he loses the football the second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second down and 8.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Rams getting set to go now.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Well, first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Rams first down.
Goff.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's another Rams first down.
Again, Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Robbins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Second down and a yard.
Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, here's Goff. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Pick up at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Shut him down, defense!
So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys